Thank you for your lives. Thank you for your expressions. Thank you for the gift of creation that you are. Thank you for all that you do in your reality and for expressing your energies in the ways that you express your energies. It is a true pleasure to make this connection with your world. I am a Pleiadian collective consciousness that you could call Mira. I am a being that has been working with the channel in the background for some time, and I have been guiding the channel throughout his journey. And it is once again relevant for myself to come through. The channel and I worked hand in hand previously in his journey when he first began his channeling process. I was in that way the first being that he brought through, and now I am returning to him as a guide. So that way I can more greatly play with your civilization through his web of interconnectivity, because remember that whatever beings, whatever people a channel is connected to, the beings that the channel then brings through gets tapped into that web of interconnectivity. So it allows for my energetics to begin to work with those beings that are within 1 degree of separation to the channel. So it's allowing for my energies to be able to more greatly interact with the earth realm and with the various densities that the earth realm is connected to. And it allows for starseed DNA in that way that is reflective of Pleiadian consciousness to begin to become triggered, so different telepathic links and messages can then be accessed by those individuals who are having their Pleiadian DNA much more greatly activated. One of the reasons for this is because there is a certain awakening process that is beginning to take place on your planet that is allowing for all of you to begin to occupy what you would understand to be more of a sixth density awareness, where you are beginning to become aware of the point of view of your soul. Many of you, when you are going into your dream time, are actually rising in vibration to that level that you call to be sixth density. And when you are at this level, it's allowing for you to go into a level of resonance with your soul self. And once you are in a level of resonance with the soul self, you begin to become aware of all of the different connections that you have that you consider to be parallel incarnations. As a result, because many of you are going through this process while you are dreaming, it's allowing for you to draw upon these other selves much more greatly while you are awake. And one of the benefits of this is it allows for you to play a game of Clue and connect the dots, where you begin to follow the synchronicities that you are perceiving in the sensing of the other incarnations and in the experiences of the other incarnations in your dreams in your current reality. So it allows for you to see which individuals in your current reality are also playing roles in your parallel incarnations. So you can begin to see what sort of lessons, what sort of themes, what sort of dynamics these beings are bringing to your attention. Remember that those in your reality who you have incarnated with in other parallel incarnations are what you consider to be soul family. They incarnate with you time and time and time again to help you go through a variety of different evolutionary lesson-based processes in your experience of reality, so you can then more greatly evolve your consciousness. And as you evolve your consciousness and transform more limiting energies or negative energies, it allows for an upgrade process to then take place in the soul, because the soul then directly experiences these upgrades. And remember that your soul is a constantly evolving being. It is always learning from the experiences that it is having as an incarnation. So as you undergo these lesson learning processes, it allows for your soul in that way to evolve as well. And as your soul becomes more expanded from the lesson learning of the incarnations it is having, it begins to open doors to other reality frameworks that are still sixth density for the soul, that are in a upper echelon of the sixth density vibration. So the soul then begins to ascend into other levels of sixth density where it can have a variety of other experiences that are not incarnational based but are academic, you could say, in the sense that they are soul schools. They are they are schools that souls go into where they are able to begin to perceive greater versions of what creation has to offer. They are able to receive energy attunements. They are able to receive a level of soul mergings so they can in many ways expand. Just as you on earth go through processes of making love to bring in a new being to your physical reality, when souls become so high frequency that they can no longer contain their energies within sixth density, it allows for souls that once they begin to merge into a greater consciousness, it then allows for them to begin to go into a sandbox creation mode. It allows for them to begin to create entire reality complexes that other beings, other souls, can then incarnate into. So it allows for them to become creators of different universes or different galaxies, depending on the vibration of the souls and soul groups that then come together to merge into a massive creative force. This ripples throughout the web of connections that these souls have in relationship to the simultaneous incarnations. It allows in many ways for those incarnational selves relationship to the simultaneous incarnations. It allows in many ways for those incarnational selves to receive a variety of different upgrades in ways that are relevant to those journeys of the incarnations of that soul. Because remember, all things exist now. So even though the soul is in many ways experiencing simultaneous incarnations and then uses the data from those incarnations to upgrade itself and merge with other souls to help then create realities, that process of the linear aspects of the soul's incarnations can still exist even as the soul is both occupying the experience of the incarnations as well as the experience of the merging with other souls. All of that is existing at one time. So you can actually begin to draw upon those energies of the advanced lesson learning experiences of your soul and your soul's merging. Because all of you in that way graduate, all of you begin to ascend into higher soul schools that are not necessarily incarnation based, but are entire reality creation based in a way that is done not from the human co-creative level or from an extraterrestrial creative level, but is done as a universal or galactic creator level, creating entire reality complexes for beings to then incarnate into. And that is the benefit largely of having incarnational experiences from the soul point of view. There are many benefits that are available in many other ways from the incarnational experiences of the soul that are more based on the experiences of the species that the soul is incarnating as. Some of those benefits directly impact the species, and those incarnational experiences also directly benefit the soul. And this is done so reality can continue to infinitely expand and infinitely expand and infinitely expand. And it allows for the birthing of new universes, new galaxies, and new solar systems. All of these things are part of soul evolution and soul growth. And it is the you on the ground that is in many ways propelling this process. So give yourself a pat on the back. Just by existing, you're expanding the universe infinitely. So you all play a very important role. This is one of the most important messages that we could deliver for you right now, because we wish to remind all of you just how valuable you are. Many of you begin to feel alone in your journey, and we remind you that you're never alone, because there's no such thing on a fundamental level. You can always create the experience of being alone, but that's just an illusory, temporary point of view that's not fully aligned with the fundamental quality of creation, because creation is completely interconnected with itself, because it is itself, so it can never not be connected to itself. So just by existing, you are connected to infinity and all beings that are incarnations of those energies of infinity and expressions of those energies of infinity. So you will always be connected, because you can never not be connected. And your existence propels the expansion of this universe and other universes, because it's all working together. It's never separate. No reality is separate from another reality. That is why you have this saying and understanding on your world that an atom in one location can affect an atom in another completely different location, regardless of distance. That is a microcosm in an understanding point of view of how reality actually works. All of the different pieces will affect all of the other pieces in ways that are based on what you call quantum mechanics and parallel reality shifting. We thank you so much for your attention in this transmission. We hope you have found it to be enlightening and pleasurable. It has been our joy to elaborate some of these messages to your civilization, and we look forward to deepening our connection with all of you.